a reading of that.
You know, this is a poem as I said, I asked to read because there is this idea of dhwani in poetry. See, if you look at the other two poems, the first one is a plaintive poem, which is saying, you know, why do you need a form, you know, to focus or to see? So the second one is an angry one, you know, where the dhwani or the voice of the poem is angry, conform or perish. See, this is actually a subtler poet's voice, and you know, and that's why I'm interested in it. And even the allegory is very mild. Actually, the allegory is to see from Adam and Eve, the book of Genesis, because the idea that woman was just a part of man. There's a history of man, and there is some women are in it, kind of attitude is there. And this is a rebellion against it, but it's completely ironical. Now, if you just took a snatch of this poetry and, you know, took it out, not the whole one, you could even mistake it for actually saying it in favor of it. See, which brings me to the idea of a poem or a painting or a song. Why you do it is because there's no way of telling it otherwise. That's what it means actually, you know. So I'm going to read this. It's a very small one. Choice. Conform and dance to that prescribed song. Never say, I think. You'll be proved wrong. Destiny really is somebody else's choice. They know it best. Let rest your inner voice. The roads are many, but you have one. The path most trodden, proven and done. All other roads that the vices trod by, what they know is right, and your thoughts a lie. The doomed house of spirits, remember, did state you were, after all, only chiseled out of your mate. Where then is your truth? And what is your race? You wished, and now you lay prisoned in sceptred embrace.
Wow. Wow. How deep is this poem? How very deep is this poem? Now, this poem clearly reflects the patriarchal system in India, or in the rest of the world too. Prakash, how is there an answer to this actually, Prakash? I mean, will this I mean, it like seems to be a very ordinary question, a very silly question actually to ask you, but then there is a lot of, I mean, can patriarchal system, can that change? By changing, can it actually provide a lot more choices and opportunities for the generations to follow?
You know, I think if you're honest, it should not be so difficult a question. You know, my wife, who has suffered so much because of me and my theater and all the rubbish I do, who continues to work, she would get up at 5 in the morning, she would get the children ready to go to school, she would cook, she would go to work, she always saves up her money, she always looks after the house, she works hardest, you know, and whenever she gets annoyed with me, which is very rare, I remember that. I don't know how many times I must have annoyed her. It must be like a daily 24/7 basis, it must be. But the thing is, if you could just be a little kinder. I've begun to privilege the word respect more than love now. I think if we had a little bit of respect and kindness and a bit of heart and generosity, I think we can fix it.
Very nice. Very nice. What made you write this poem? Was it a very